Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about detailed project life cycle of real estate project. There are 31 activities which are divided into 4 segments. 4 activities are before segment, 14 activities are for design and process and systems, 7 activities for execution and 6 activities for project completion. So the emphasis is on identifying in each of the activities who is the lead, what are the teams involved, what is the outcome of the process and who are the decision makers. 4 activities. Stage 1, 4 activities. First is identification of land or project. Business development team leads and identifies the land or project based on various parameters, which is location, type, quantum, investment, timelines, and they interact with senior management about the project dynamics, and then the senior management approves it or rejects. If it is approved, it goes to the next level, which is about market risk. In this activity, the business development team, they align with the research team to go into details of that particular location, what type of project is the team is planning to launch, and the related aspect about that project. Once they again go back to the senior management, who takes a call of whether to invest or not, or whether the project is feasible or not. Once the approval comes, then the third step starts, which is project feasibility study. So in this activity, the business development teams, they interact with finance, legal, licensing, design, architect, cost management team, planning, project coordinators, marketing and sales teams to arrive at project feasibility report. Once this project feasibility report is there, then the business development team, they approach the investors and the stakeholder or owners. They interact with investors to finalize the profitability matrix based on the project feasibility study. So once the investors are on board, the next stage starts, which is design and process and system. First activity of design and process and system is finalization of product. At this moment, the single owner of the project is defined. He leads the team of BD, licensing, architect, engineers, marketing, sales, research, etc. for defining the product, whether it is residential, commercial, retail, office, anything, and or the combination. So based on various parameters, and the project stakeholders, they take a final call of going ahead with the project. So at this moment, the final product is defined. So that gives lead to the next stage. Next activities, framing initial schedule and budget. The planning and cost management team, they coordinate with licensing, architect, marketing, sales, procurement, finance team to define schedule as well as project budget. This helps in controlling profitability and monitoring contribution and progress. The next activity is about streamlining marketing and sales strategy, where the marketing and sales teams, they get involved in defining the type of advertisement for branding of this particular project based on the organization's strength, with the help of media coverage or digital platform. Sales strategies are based on project phases, pricing, promotion, product, channel partners, etc. One of the important activity is the fourth activity of this stage 2, which is defining project brief. This project brief is referred by all the concerns till the completion of project, and it is prepared by generally the planning engineer under the guidance of project owner. It includes location, product, mix, potential of the land development, area metrics, what is the team involved, schedule, budget, marketing and sales, and funding plan. Next activity is defining management information system. The project owner defines the authority and responsibility related to this project based on organization structure and organization strategy. This is helpful in taking decisions or for senior management to give it the proper direction for the easy flow of progress as well as enhancement in terms of value engineering. Next activity is arranging funds as per initial cash flow. So project which is defined, initial schedule and budget is finalized. Based on that, the finance team, they understand the cash flow and they start arranging for the cash flow. It will be multiple ways of arranging. The project the finance team, they take a call with the senior management to decide the funding plan. The important activity is communication channel. So the project owner he defines that what type of communication channel has to be finalized amongst all stakeholders, whether it is third party, in-house, whether it is head office or it is project. So this is the important aspect, important activity to streamline the decision making. Next activity is defining the project team and as well as head office team. This is based on the type of project, the project parameters. The senior management, they take a call what type of the team is required for this project. Either they can hire or they can outsource to the third party. The senior management also take in team, they decide the project management team to be on board, which is the key for the taking project to the next level. This team can be either in-house or third party. Next activity is appointment of architect and consultant. It is important that the design team, either creativity by the architects or application of science and technology by the other consultants, which is structural consultant, services consultant, etc., needs to be appointed based on the project requirement. It can be of minimum, can be of 2, and it can go up to 20 plus consultant as per the project requirement. To manage so much, the complete design progress, there is a need of strong internal team for coordinating, communicating and leading the process. Design process consists of 4 stages, which is concept level, which is approved by the senior management, then schematic level, which is required for submission to the government or to the local authorities for approval. The design development is important from the point of view of finalizing contract and issuing tenders. The final one, which is good for construction, is required for finalization of budget, schedule as well as execution of project. Next activity is whatever the marketing and sales strategy has been finalized, that has to be implemented. So for that, the various action has to be taken by the marketing and sales teams based on the present present market situation. So in case if required, then they can switch to plan B and plan C for implementation of marketing strategy. Tendering and contracting is the next activity which is required from the point of view of execution, because contractor has to be on board. The cost management team takes care of this particular aspect of appointing a proper contractor with required material as well as equipment and all the resources. After the finalization of design and after finalization of contract, the cost management teams, they finalize the budget as well as the planning team, they finalize the schedule, which will be monitored throughout the lifespan of progress. The next stage is about execution. There are 7 activities in the execution. The first activity is finalization of project team for this particular project. The project owners, they interact with HR department to identify the people, the team required for the project. They can be sourced from other project or from any other from the office, or they can be hired. Next activity is receipt of approval. The licensing teams, they interact with concerned authority to get approval for the commencement of work, which is required also for the next activities, which is launch of project. Marketing and sales teams, they interact with outside agency for the launch of project. The next activity, which is very important from the point of view of the project execution, is project development strategy. This is important because the complete execution strategy has been defined with proper responsibility and accountability of the team, and document consists of project description, team, design, planning, scheduling, resource allocation, budget, cash flow and so on till monitoring and control. So each and every parameter for the execution has been finalized and keyed in this document, which is helpful for the complete project. This project development strategy is helpful for investors, mainly the third parties who want to see what type of process and systems are being implemented in this project, whether it is auditor or whether it is a consultants or investor or financial institute. This showcases the transparency in complete process and systems of that particular project. When the contractor is on board, the real execution commences, because he brings his own material as well as the equipment, so that necessary execution commences. Actually, execution is lot of coordination amongst number of agencies which are required, from the design stage, number of consultant as well as architect, then from approval point of view, from head office, number of department in head office, number of department in project office, and interaction with contractor, his resources. All this requires detailed coordination, for which project team is responsible, and they take this project to the next level by following all the norms, whether it is quality norms or whether it is the financial control or the time. The last activity in execution is about monitoring and controlling of project progress, sale, lease and funding. So senior management, they have this based on the management information system, they received a lot of data as per the requirement, whether it is weekly or monthly. They interact with various agencies to see that the project is monitored and progress is happening as per the defined milestones within the defined cost and for the required quality. So these are the 7 activities of execution. Last stage of the project life cycle is completion of project. So the first activity is that the project teams interacts with various agencies and brings project to certain level, certain stage where it is practically complete, means only last mile activities are left, and they inform this to the licensing team, who interacts with the local government authorities to take occupation certificate. Once the occupation certificate is there, the project property management team who is taking over the project from the project team, and they are handing over to the respective clients. So that's the next activity. Last activity is about financial closure of project. Generally, finance and cost management team, they are responsible for closing the for the financial closure of the project. They define the profitability of the project and they shares with all relevant agencies. The planning team generally shares all the details with contract team, including the complete documentations, whether it is about warranties, guarantees or as-built drawings. It becomes a complete document which is helpful in future for any transaction, and it is in the custody of company as per company policy. So we discussed about 31 activities divided into 4 stages, which is important from the point of view of project life cycle. Thank you.